Yeah, if you could kind of maybe independently just talk about from leaving high school to when you met and laid eyes on CJ, and then we'll have CJ do the same thing. Okay.
All right. I went immediately into the Army National Guard.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually have two dads. I have my pop, that is my stepdad, and then I have my dad. It was my pop who is actually from Huntsville.
Okay.
And he couldn't go into like the stores that the magazines are in. But I lost my thought.
You went right to the Army.
Into the Army.
National Guard. Yeah.
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 So my pop was trying to convince my brother to go into the Army National Guard, and then I overheard the conversation. I was like, "Oh, that could be good to, pay a little bit of my college." And so I think I'm going to do that. So my brother, he ended up going on to the Decatur Police Department, but I enlisted into the military. And my mom was like, "You did what?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to go into the Army National Guard, because my pop, he did drill every month, and I would see him, and I was like, that looks pretty decent. I think I'll give it a go." I ended up loving the military. I really enjoyed the training. I loved it. And then what I learned about myself was I was going to go full-time active duty, but I realized I like telling people what to do. I am not an enlisted person. I'm more of an officer. I knew that immediately. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to go. I went to UAB, did not like attending UAB, and that's what motivated me to apply to Howard. And so I transferred from UAB to Howard, and I could not change my my unit or whatever. They didn't have space for me. So the Alabama Guard was communications in Decatur. They didn't have space for me in DC, so I just ended up getting out. But I went to DC to attend Howard, and then from there, graduated, and then I was awarded a Fulbright fellowship, and went to Cornell to do some
Could you
intensive
explain
Japanese.
Fulbright for those who are not familiar?
Yeah, sure.
What the
So
Fulbright is?
it is a well-known program, and it was created by a gentleman, William F. Fulbright. I might not have the middle initial correct. And he was a senator, and he just wanted to create a program that encouraged Americans to go abroad and to share our culture. It was more like a cultural exchange program. And it also involves scholarship or academic excellence.
Okay.
And so I was awarded that for when I graduated from Howard. And so I got to go to live in Sendai. And what they do, all of the Fulbright awards are different. And mine involved an entire year. It was an incredible gift. I got an entire year of tuition paid for at Tohoku University in Sendai. And my main job was to learn and share culture. That was my job. And I'm tearing up now because I've never received a gift like that. Like, when I attended Howard University, I paid my tuition. I worked multiple jobs. And when I wanted to do a semester abroad, my parents gave me some money, but I had to work for every single dollar that I had in Japan. And so I remember getting on the plane, leaving my semester abroad, and I was like, man, these last few months, I was so broke. My host family even gave me a little bit of money. And I remember saying, the next time I come to this country, it's going to be paid for. I just knew it. It's going to be fully paid for. And I'm going to have a whole year or longer, and I'm not going to have to worry. And it actually happened. I got this incredible gift that I got to go abroad. I got my language lessons were paid for, and my entire job was to go to class and to cultural exchange, getting to know people from other countries, and not just Japanese, but the other students. And it was amazing. It was quite a blessing.
That's really cool.
It was awesome. And so I loved Japan so much that after my Fulbright year was over, I was like, you know what? I think I want to move to Tokyo. And I want to be a career woman in Tokyo. I want to get a job, and I want to pay off my student loans. And
how fluent were you at that time?
Not very. Conversational at most.
Yeah.
You know, we call it taxi go. So we can speak, you know, fluently enough to tell somebody where I'm going, and I can speak fluently enough in the grocery stores, and when I introduce myself, I can convince a native Japanese speaker, oh, she's actually a good speaker. And then I'm like, all right, let's switch over to English.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But and then I moved to Tokyo. I got a job at a recruitment company, and then this guy joined the company.
Was it Optia?
Optia
right.
Partners,
Optia
KK.
Partners.
All right, so let's pause there.